Hey guys, this is a different form of video that I'm used to covering on the channel, so hopefully you guys enjoy this. But I'm gonna be covering Blue Lock. That's the Japanese. Blue Lock. It's a good show right now. It's been popping off for a cool minute. I've been liking it. It's anime about strikers in soccer, and it's really been taking the anime world by storm, especially for its animation. I really do like it. The manga especially is really entertaining. I think the manga is very unique. It has multiple characters that are very likable, such as the main character, which is Isagi Yoichi. That's him. And then we got his friend Bachira. Bachira is like also pretty good. You got all types of characters. Chigiri, we got Kunigami, and then the rest of the squad right here. I know this is in Japanese, but it's because I study Japanese, and I think you guys should also learn another language that you guys enjoy. I'm just saying, it's a good benefit in life. Look at that. You got some nice artwork in Blue Lock. So this is about like chapter 14, or in the book, I forgot what you call it, but in Japanese it's Dai Juyon wa Kakugo. So it's just like basically like 14 page main 14 chapter, and then Kakugo is like to get ready in a way. So we start off with like some very clean art. Look at that. I really do like how the artwork is, especially for the food. They make the food look really good. So, you know, it's just like any other manga, but it's about anime, which I know, it's about soccer, which I know sometimes people don't like sports anime. But I think this sports anime does it in a very good way to keep the suspense up. So we got like very intimate moments, everybody sleeping and eating together. And then we get over here in the beginning of the page, or the beginning of the chapter, where Isagi sees Chigiri, and he sees him sitting right there looking at all the screens up there, trying to learn how to practice. And I think it's just very cool because, like, in other animes, yeah, they do this. They practice their strategy talking, as in the sports, but I think this book right here, Blue Lock, does it in a different way that it's not so boring, and you can see why, and you'll see later on how even practicing, just looking at the screens helps them, or just brings back memories. So right here we see that we have Chigiri talking about his past, and that Isagi would never understand. So he just ups and leaves. So I really like the artwork. You can see how, I don't know if some of you guys read Japanese, but in Japanese I feel like it gives more of a feeling and an emotion. And then right here we have Tei Eri Anri, or just Anri. So we're now in the 15th chapter. So you see how the chapters are pretty short. They're pretty good though. I like the drawings. But yeah. Then you got Eigo, Jinpachi. So, you know, it's still a custom or fan service, if you want to call it, but it's just funny. She's cute though, Anri. Anri was the one who was also in the beginning right here. So I just really like this book. I wanted to share it with you guys. If you guys don't know any anime or any mangas, or if you guys are trying to look for something to read or look, this is a very good book. So we see that they go and train after Eigo is giving them information about their weapon, which weapon in Japanese is buki. So They're just trying to find their own weapon to help the team keep on going forward. So right here we see them just beginning, and right there, so they have to keep up with them. So everybody's just saying omae o chushi ni mawateru. So that's just basically saying like they're not gonna let them leave them behind, and they're gonna keep on going with them. So it's pretty fun. Let me go to the next pages. So there's a lot of foreshadowing too sometimes in this book, which I think is really good. But just look at this animation, man. The drawing. Like, I really like the drawing in this book. It's very clean. Yeah, guys. Hopefully you guys could get into it. This is basically a manga. See, like, look at that drawing, man. Like, you could just convey that that's just like something not good just through that look alone. And so then even he says it. Ima kuon warata. That's like saying to laugh. So you see, like, even with just a look, you can convey emotion real good. And so I'm just gonna go skip it to the good parts real quick. But this is basically a soccer manga, like I keep on saying. There's no real premises to it except for they want to be the best strikers, and a striker is like somebody, look at that, you see how evil it gets, how evil they look, even without like harming people. But it's a soccer manga. It's about, you know, obviously they gotta win, which is still good. I think the premise is just basic and simple, and I love it because you can still get moments like this, because who doesn't want to win? Like, uruse ore wa, that's like, shut up, I am, you know? Like, because Chigiri knows that he was the best, and so he's around these people who have these motivations, these dreams that he used to have as a kid, but then boom, he broke his leg. So you see, you got real world problems too. You got people who tear their ACLs or tear their fucking legs, and excuse me for cursing, but it gets real. Like, honto desu shinjite tanda, like, he really did believe that he was gonna be the best striker until this happened. And that may be true in somebody's life. They may be, you know, doing something, and then boom, they get held back by an injury, and now they feel like Chihiri, tied down. Just look at that animation. He's tied down. You could just see that he's tied down just by that injury. And it's like more so in his head, but in reality, outside people don't see him with those chains locks around him, because they don't know what's going on in his life. And it's just how, like, ore ga ore ja naku naru no ga kawaii da. So that's just like, he's scared. So you can see, like, you know. But then you got my boy Isagi. Sheesh, my boy, I love this part. Isagi just running right behind him, just like telling him to run. Hashire chigiri. That's like to run. And so then let's go past it, just because I really do like this part. So right here you got my boy, the cheater right here, which is Kuon in this part. And he's just telling him to give up. So right here, he's telling him akirame nakutemo. So that's just like, it's okay to just give up right there. And then you got my boy Isagi over here not giving up. He's all like, fuck it, I'm gonna be the weapon. Ore ga bukowashite yaru. Because he couldn't smell where a goal was coming. Like, look at that animation. Like, you can just see the fire. Like, you can just feel it. You can feel the fire. Ore ga kimeru. So that's just all, like, he's decided that he's just gonna be the weapon and just keep on moving forward. And then you got people trying to stop him, the enemy. And then you got Chigiri still in his head, like, being like, oh my gosh, what should I do? Then you got my boy running. He's just all like, fuck it, it's a second ball. And then Chigiri's still standing there. Sonna Funi, and then watch. Boom. Jibun no shinjite saka o suru na. And then Chigiri botosu na hiroe. So then he's just like, shh, don't be just like standing right there and just space out. And then he comes over here, doke. So that's just like saying get out the way in the meanest possible way. And I just look at that animation. I mean, look at that drawing. It just looks so clean. I really like it. And then you got my boy Chigiri just all like, oh heck no, I'm not gonna stand for that. So then he comes out with, you know, I'm just gonna be all like, Ima sara atsuku natteru. So that's just saying like he feels the fire. You see how he's being reminded? Boom. He's all like, man, that reminds me of me when I was younger. Ano toki no ore to onaji nanda. Boom, he even has like his ghost. Same like style. So it just motivates him to keep on going, and then he's just all like, fuck it, man. These chains, I'm breaking them. Look at that. Ima omae o mite atsuku natteru. Kono ore no tagiri da. So he's just saying like, he's gonna show Isagi the fire inside him. Look at that, man. Just after him telling him doke, which is like get out the way. And it's like, it's not a mean get out the way, but it's just all like, when you're in a space of just trying to be the best, you don't want to see somebody else who's not willing to put in all that work. It's just gonna make you disgusted. So sekai ichi no storaika wa ore da. So right here, look at that. It's very signifying to me how the artists or the art workers over there for this manga like just portray, because I like drawing myself. I could show you some drawings too, and so just for them to draw like this and portray just like these emotions and feelings, like look, he broke the chains. It was just all in his head, and he's just boom, he's gonna go speed. Look at that, like you could just tell he's gonna fucking speed off like a flying dart. And then you got my boy Isagi like, whoa, what? Goru no nioi. Like, goru no nioi means he could smell a gold. And then you got my boy Chigiri like being like, I know you could smell that gold. Look at that. Dase Isagi. So that means like, just pass it. Boom, my boy is running. Look at that. Now they're working in motion. Just look at how clean this. I really do like how it looks. Like, I've never really been reading any other soccer mangas, or I know there's Captain Tsubasa, I forgot, I believe that's how you say it, and then there's other ones, but this one right here is most likely my favorite. Like, I haven't really read any other anime sports manga, but this one right here takes the cake. Omae no bukiyo. So you see, he's all like, that's your weapon, huh? Which is speed. And then look at that, they zoom in on that leg. Boom. I just really like it. Look, there's a cheater. He's like, I'm gonna make it. And then doke. He's like, get out the way. Just like what Isagi told him, he told to the cheater, get the heck out the way. And then boom, look at that. He has the ball right in front of him. Just look how clean the animation is. Sometimes I like to appreciate the animation and the drawings too when I'm reading. Because I feel like some people just read through manga so fast and they just forget to appreciate what is being offered to them. Sometimes you're paying for the artwork too, in a way. Sometimes the artwork doesn't really matter and sometimes it's good, but in this case, you're paying really good for some good artwork. Like, look at this. Like, this looks like some real ass fucking events. I mean, I don't really play fucking soccer myself. Excuse me, I don't play soccer myself, but this makes me want to play soccer. I know I used to play basketball. There's Kuroko no basketball, but look at this. Like, mo ichido yumeo. Like, he wants to believe in his dream one more time. Look at that. Look, from just being down to just being like, he wants to live his dream just one more time. Like, look at how, boom, you could just tell he's reaching for that kick, and then boom, on the tippy top of his toes. Boom. Look at how, like, even in the fart, he makes it. Saka ga shitai. He wants to play soccer. So, you see, like, look how even when they win, it looks clean. But yeah, man, this is a manga anime that I think you guys should dive into. It's really worth it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I want to share my mangas. I've been reading manga since I was a kid. I used to go to the, look, they're beating him up even for lying to them supposedly. But I used to go to the library, you know, get the mangas in English, and now I'm able to read them in Japanese, and I'm blessed by God. So hopefully you guys one day are blessed in whatever you guys like to do. And stay blessed. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. This was the full book, and this is like their next opponents. So these guys are actually badass. Nagi and them. So you see, like, you even got just them just sitting there looking like badasses. But yeah, this is just the third volume. But so right here, Saka na menna, like, don't be so don't think that soccer is gonna be easy. Don't give up on soccer so easily, because like he's saying that we're gonna be the ones to beat you. So you even get people, like, you know, in real life that are just like, oh, I'm too good at what I do. But then you'll get somebody like Isagi just be all like, we'll be the ones to defeat you, just to show you how it's not so easy. But you guys, this was a good read. This is just the third volume, like I said. Hopefully you guys could go out to your local bookstore, get yourself one in English, Japanese, whatever language you read, and just dive in and enjoy. Thank you.